Let's finish it.
Comfort and discomfort. That was number 2. And we've talked about this a lot. And I feel like baseball is just the epitome of number 2 without a doubt.
Well, we have the saying, you have to be comfortable with being discomfortable.
I mean, the bottom line is everything you learn in baseball, not the on-field skills, but everything you learn in baseball is directly applicable to your next life and your next career. And it makes you unbelievably valuable in whatever the next context is if you embrace it. The comfort with discomfort one is, again, it's like you said, it's everything in baseball. I mean, you just have to it's the practice process. It's in games when you're like in a tough situation and you're feeling uncomfortable in that spot, or you're not feeling comfortable at the plate and you're needing to work through something in practice because you're struggling and you know you need to pick up for your team. It's those early mornings, like all of those things when you're grinding with your team. When you get out into the quote unquote real world, that stuff is there. It's just in a different manifestation. So you're needing to apply those same skills, the ability to be there with your team, the ability to grind through moments and find that growth. That's everything. I mean, when I was starting out my first job, I was probably working 100 hours a week for a while there, as an analyst. And it was, to me, like, I just loved it. It was like, oh, this is the grind. This is the exact same thing that I went through when I was trying to make it from a baseball perspective. It's a different field that I'm on now, but it's the same thing. And the thing I loved about it, which is unique, I've never really talked about this, is baseball. What frustrated me about the sport was that it was so luck-based. It felt luck-based at times where, like, I could work harder than Mark Appel. Like, I could spend way more hours than him, and I did, by the way, and I would say that to him. I worked way harder than the guy, but I was never going to be better than him. Like, it just wasn't going to happen. There was no world, because he worked hard enough, and he was super, super talented. And I could throw a great pitch, and some guy would, like, poke one down the right field line. I could throw a great pitch, and some guy hits a bomb, whatever it might be. There was a lot of luck involved. And in the real world, like, when you put in work and you grind it out, there's a pretty direct correlation between that and success. And it is, for baseball players, so refreshing to suddenly feel like, wow, all of the work I put in is completely, I can see it. It ties directly to exactly what I'm going to achieve, what I'm going to earn, what I'm going to, how I'm going to grow. And that's like this big unlock. I just remember being like this weight off my shoulders where I felt like, oh, okay, if I just outwork people and I'm more focused and have more energy around learning these things, I'll just do better. And I'll just continue to rise. And if that's all it is, if it just is, if all that it requires is me being consistent, me being passionate, diving in on things, grinding around it, I could do that all day. Like, no one's going to outgrind me on that. Everyone likes to say that, but I really feel that, and I still do to this day. And I think that matters. It's like suddenly you feel this big unlock that it ties directly.